It's time for another Fairyloot unboxing. This one is the May Desert Dreams box. Just before I get into it, as always, the Black Lives Matter resources will all be down in my description box, so do go and check those out. So like I said, this is the May Desert Dreams box. This is what the spoiler card artwork looks like this month. The Fairyloot boxes have been really behind schedule because of COVID-19, but I think that we're going to be getting back on track now, so let's dive in. The first item I see in here is this little tin, and it says, "We hunt the flame, the light in the darkness, the good this world deserves," by Hafsa Faisal, which is of course from We Hunt the Flame, and it looks like this is a tin to keep tea in, which actually is really great because I have a lot of loose leaf teas and I never know where to keep them. So this is actually fantastic and it's really pretty, and I'm going to be putting this to use immediately. Actually, I think I'll probably put my favourite marzipan black tea in here because that's been needing a proper home for a while. The next item we have is an interesting one. It's a wooden spoon that says, "There's no such thing as just a story," Alwyn Hamilton, which I haven't read any of her books, but this is really cute. I really like that. I don't know if I'll use it. I have a thing about stuff being clean, especially in the kitchen, and you can't ever really clean wooden implements, but that's kind of the point of them, isn't it? They're supposed to like absorb the flavour of the stuff that you cook with them, but I don't know, but I don't want to just display it. That also seems kind of wasteful, so definitely a different kind of item, and I like it. Then we have a candle, which is great because we haven't had one in a while, and I've been wanting a new candle. So this one is the Tribal Desert Soy Vegan Candle, inspired by An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. Let's give it a sniff. Ooh, that's really nice. It's like, oh, I can't describe scents, fruity and musky. Is that a thing? I really like it, so that's good, because the scents of candles in Fairyloot boxes have been very hit or miss for me. I'm the kind of person that likes foodie type scented candles and not so much woody or spicy or any of that kind of thing. So I'm a bit fussy with candles. Ooh, this is different. We have Magic Desert Sand Triple Blend Luxury Bath Salts Sandalwood Scent. So I just literally got done saying I don't like woody scents. And this is vacuum packed, so I can't smell it. I'm not going to open it now. But I've never used bath salts before, so interesting. That's really that's really cool. Then we have what looks like a little drawstring glasses case, and it says, "You can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose who you become because of it." The Forbidden Wish, Jessica Corey, which I have not heard of that, but I really like this. I really like it, and it's nice and lightweight. That's the thing I find about glasses cases quite often, is that they are quite heavy and bulky and weigh you down, and it's just not very helpful. Plus they tend to take up loads of space, whereas this is just a fabric one, so it will only take up as much space as your glasses take up, which is good because quite often I end up just putting my glasses or my sunglasses or whatever in my bag just loose, and then they get scratched, and that's not helpful. Next up we have a tea towel by the looks of things, and I think that this is, yes, this is Divabad or Davabad, I don't know how to pronounce that, series inspired. Often the mightiest things have the humblest beginnings. S.A. Chakraborty. I would imagine that this is from City of Brass, but I suppose it could be from any of the books in the trilogy. And I think that the final book in the trilogy just came out today, or maybe yesterday. I'm not sure. Very recently anyway, and it's massively popular and I haven't read it yet, so I need to get on that. But I use tea towels a lot. I like a useful item. I'm feeling like a bit of a kitchen theme here. We've got the spoon, we've got the tea pot, we've got the tea towel. I like it. Then we have our tarot cards. So we have 3 and 4 of cups. As always, these are beautiful, and also as always I have no idea who these characters are, so what's new? And then we come to the book. So as always, I'm going to take out the items in this pouch before I look at the book, although I'm pretty sure I know what the book is this month. I think it's Girl Serpent Thorn. Okay, so first we have the author letter with character art. This one is landscape, which they haven't done for a while, and I really quite like that. It's just a little bit different up on my wall to have something that is landscape every once in a while. We have our fairy scoop, and we have our bookmark with the spoiler card art, and then we come to the book. So let's have a look. Oops, backwards. And it is indeed Girl Serpent Thorn with this beautiful dusky pink cover, and we have green sprayed edges, which is lovely. They're like very muted pastel type green, and this is by Melissa Bashardoust, by the way, and it is signed by the author. The naked hardback is looking sort of white in my viewfinder, but it's more of a grey, and it has just black lettering on the spine. And then we also have a reversible dust jacket, and the art and the colours are beautiful. Absolutely love that. Fairyloot really spoiling us with these gorgeous books at the moment. Well, at the moment, always. And then let's have a read of the synopsis. So, there was and there was not, as all stories begin. A princess cursed to be poisonous to the touch. But for Soraya, who has lived her life hidden away from everyone apart from her family, safe only in her gardens, it's not just a story. As the day of her twin brother's wedding approaches, Soraya must decide if she's willing to step outside of the shadows for the first time. Below in the dungeon is a demon who holds knowledge that she craves, the answer to her freedom. And above is a young man who isn't afraid of her, whose eyes linger not with fear, but with an understanding of who she is beneath the poison. Soraya thought she knew her place in the world, but when her choices lead to consequences she never imagined, she begins to question who she is and who she is becoming. Human or demon? Princess or monster? Which is just a really, really fun premise. It's actually really similar to the premise of The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, which I read around this time last year, actually, which is about a character who is poisonous to the touch. And I didn't love that one as much as I was expecting, because it turned into more of a romance story than a fantasy story, and it feels like this one is going to go down the romance route rather than the fantasy route as well. But the difference is I know that going into this one, and I didn't know that going into the other one, so maybe I'll enjoy this more knowing that. It's actually quite short, feels quite short. Yeah, it's only 311 pages, which is pretty short. I don't know if this is part of a series or if it's standalone. Not sure. I suspect it's probably standalone, otherwise it would say somewhere. Yeah, I think it's standalone. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and as always the book is beautiful. I think that they did a really, really good job with the theme, for this month, everything feels very Desert Dreams-ish. It's not really a proper sentence, but we're just gonna go with it. And that was everything in the box. I really, really enjoyed it, as always, and that's it for this one. Thank you so, so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.